Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Chicago Bears. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Off of play action, here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Now a play fake it at Stafford. It's caught. Smith. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing is Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. And this one complete to Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 38-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Stafford. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
1 yard gain.
Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
And on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
To the air, Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Adams the man in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Love the call here. You're deep in your own end. You catch the defense thinking you're going to try and run just to get a little breathing room. Instead, they go play action, and they get a nice completion to get out of danger and get them a first down.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jared
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
To throw, Williams. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Pass complete there in the cool. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
35-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. We're just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another first down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
scrimmage.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Bears nothing.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Rams' 44-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Williams.
Pass incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
To throw, it's Williams.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They begin the drive with Williams. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now Stafford.
That is incomplete.
Stafford's pass, intended for number 19, incomplete. Kyler Gordon on the coverage.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Stafford.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
4th down.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
For the Rams.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he goes out right around the 39.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Williams.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and
8. Back to throw. Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
That one good for
yards.
16, and the drive will continue.
First down.
Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
No
the
gain
line
on the
of
play.
scrimmage.
It'll be second
No
down.
gain on the play. Brings
I think
up
what we just saw
second
there,
and
partner, was
10
linebacking
at
speed
the Rams'
that can trump
24-yard
O-line
line.
power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
To the air, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland from 8 yards out. And the Bears have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Santos with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Stafford now to throw.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now it's Stafford. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Stafford.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Stafford. That is caught. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
To throw, Williams.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of...
Credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run.
The secondary now for 3rd down. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Williams.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
A pass complete to Odunze.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
It's
Simple
fourth
drag
down.
route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there, 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Rams ready to go on offense. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll hand this to Williams to start things out. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Stafford now to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
Throwing again is Stafford.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And that is incomplete. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, the kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow him. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far, and here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Williams now throwing to start the drive. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
Complete to number 2, DJ Moore. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and 3. To throw, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Throwing is Williams.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Williams.
Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the handoff, this is Swift. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Touchdown, Bears! Luther Burden, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Bears 17, Rams 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Stafford. And that's complete to Adams.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
10 at the 17-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The team's going to be forced to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.